All right, you go, man?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Dude, it's been so long since I've been pheasant hunting.
When's the last time you went?
Oh, dude, I bet, man, 10, 12 years ago. You know, growing up, we never went pheasant hunting. My dad was a farmer, so we were just always in the field and stuff.
Yeah.
So our idea of pheasant hunting was you get in a truck and you get some Pepsis and you drive around the section.
That's what it's like?
See a
Road hunting?
Yeah, man, just see a rooster in the road ditch and just jump out, jump into the ditch and shoot it. You know, that was a pheasant hunting growing up, but dude, this is gonna be fun today.
This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
it's gonna be awesome. It's been a while for me too. I'd say at least probably 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Done some public land hunting.
Yeah.
I grew up out on the shot acreage.
Yeah.
Working around there, but
just going out there and chasing some birds. So.
We used to do a big family event every year. It was fun.
Yeah.
20, 30 of the family out, women out there.
Yeah.
Yelling and screaming and yelling boogaloo. That was actually the
boogaloo.
Thing. Boogaloo. That's what they said to get the birds to flush up.
That's what we're gonna yell today. Boogaloo.
Bugaloo.
Bugaloo.
Up bird, up bird. Boogaloo.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Kelly just brought that up. She's like, because I took her our second time she met my family. She reminded me of this. She's like, you took me pheasant hunting in Mitchell. I'm like, oh really? Because I couldn't remember. I remembered that. I didn't think it was that early. And she's like, it was. I thought you guys were crazy. You're yelling in the fields, walking the fields. So
yeah.
Anyway, I can shut up now. But
that's what South Dakota pheasant hunting. It's just a family event for everyone.
Boogaloo. Remember Boogaloo today.
Yeah. All right. So well, it's got everything ready, and we'll
head out. And let's do this.
Let's chase some birds today.
Let's do it, buddy.
In every story, there is a beginning and an end. How will you tell your story? Man, that was one heck of a story.
South Dakota and pheasants go hand in hand. In fact, it's hard to think of hunting the plains without hearing the cackle of a rooster in the back of your mind. However, since moving away from pheasant paradise a few years back, I haven't so much as loaded a shell onto my gun with the intention of harvesting one of these ringnecks. So when my wife came home and said that her coworker Brady has invited us to come out and spend the day enjoying his lodge, I was quick to say yes to the opportunity for camaraderie, to work with the dogs, and at least see a few opportunities to again harvest the South Dakota state bird.
So what I always tell guys, if you're looking in the horizon and 9 o'clock's where the sky meets the ground, we want to be about 10:30 before we're shooting. We're going to see a lot of birds today, so if it's a questionable shot, just let it go. We're going to have dogs out there. My dogs jump about this high after birds, so just make sure the birds are getting up before we're shooting them. Go up and over if they get up behind us or they fly back over us. Anything on the ground, just let that go. We don't want to shoot anything on the ground. What else? But we got sorghum strips that are pretty clean, so it's pretty easy walking. We won't be doing cattails or anything like that. Unless you want to do cattails, I'll watch you. Oh, sure. but
That's, you'll see the tree head, guys. Okay, outside. Just drive along the grass here, and you'll have to go around the rock line. You guys, nice and slow. Go real slow, but nice and slow.
Don't miss a minute of the action. Follow us on our social media today.
We just do what he tells us to do. Oh, amen, brother. Guys, nice.
We decided to start the day by letting Cole do some shooting first. However, as the first bird flew by him, 3 shots rattled off, and I quickly regretted making that choice. And of course, he came up with some excuse, as all good hunters do.
It was the one that's like, you know, I had to brush off the dust as I'm shooting. I'm like, I had to do a full swing on it.
Score one over there, bud?
No, never had one come by. It's all right. You guys were feeding them up inside there.
Cole, you want to flank?
It didn't take Cole too long to warm up. And when he did, he made positive that I knew he was warm.
John.
Stella, bring it here. Come on. Stella.
How did you get there, Cole?
One shot, one bird down.
Funny how they always find the shade. It's a little cooler.
Cole, what do you got to say? Bugaboo?
Bird.
You got to yell it in a female voice or a male voice?
No, for some reason
Start! Cole, what happened?
didn't shoot. I knew he was there. I knew my wingman was there.
Wingman, what happened?
Very good.
Cole, you actually hit one.
That one came out good.
This is Fritz and this is Casey.
How old are they?
Fritz is 2.5 and Casey's 12.
For South Dakota, hunting is a vital part of the economy. The season runs during the fall and winter months and gives an opportunity well into the months of February for those wanting to brave the weather on a preserve. Each year, the state receives about $170 to $190 million in revenue. This means more jobs and opportunities for people just like Brady and Todd. Brady explained to us how the business expanded, which led him to realize there was a demand for a bigger lodge and event center in Emory.
We started doing this in 2005, and we started at my grandparents' place.
Okay.
And so it was their farmhouse, and they moved to town, and we remodeled it, and it was like 5 bedrooms, and just we hunted out of there for a number of years.
Like your lodge for a bit.
Yeah, for quite a while. I think we were there probably 12 years or something like that, 10 years, and yeah, we got big enough where we had 5 bedrooms, so we'd have a group of like 5 people staying at the lodge. Well, you'd get a group of 10 wanting to come at the same time and stay at the lodge, and it's like you didn't have enough room. So we put blueprints and asked hunters for it took us probably about 4 years to come up with this, and got a lot of input from hunters on what to do. And
Today, the scout team got the opportunity to hunt near Emory, South Dakota. It has been a while for both Cole and Dusty. Cole was going to be up first. After a few misses, he was quick to jump back into the game right where he left off.
you see that? I stopped him in his tracks and he kept going.
He had a lot of adrenaline going through that rooster.
I can't believe he didn't drop. Hey. Yeah.
It was a hard attack bird, Cole. Now, usually, pheasant hunting December means a few things. It means cold weather, long shots, and wild birds. However, we had a pretty mild November. The temperature's reaching around 6 degrees.
Can't get worse than that.
We were really quite fortunate for such a lovely day. So finally, after I let Cole get his licks, it was my turn to get the shotgun back in my hands. I immediately felt that feeling that I left off more than a decade ago. Those cool fall evenings chasing pheasants with my dad. Now, I'm not one to brag, but that first pheasant that got up, he was all mine.
Hey, that one was a chopper, buddy. I know it did.
However, the next rooster settled my ego a little bit
Oh,
more.
here you go.
Get that on camera?
I think so. I was recording. Over here. Right there. Look to the left of you. You see the fat old boy right up there. Wait. Look at that shot. Here, Rooster! Crazy, you can't see these.
didn't think I'd ever be
Just trying to get the next $1 million shot. You know?
There you go.
And then, you know, we always try to do at least some food plot around stuff that we're gonna hunt though, because like once the corn and stuff comes out, then that's the only food in town, so it pulls birds in and manages it better. So, and like all the sorghum, we leave that all winter long, so you know, well, covering food more importantly. But yeah, this is a nice field just because it's got everything. It's got the trees, it's got the CRP grass, the sorghum, the corn.
Send that my way.
Husker, Ellie, no. Come on, bud. Hush, come on.
You won't believe me otherwise, or what?
Right.
3 more.
I got it! You again?
That's amazing. You see that? Come on. There it is. There it is.
Walk out the grass. Walk. Good stuff. Walk in the cut. There it is.
Sucker had been running right here.
Oh, yeah. It's like, it's got to be right in front of his nose. We're all old enough to remember that photo, too.
Hold that pause.
What's on the menu tonight?
We're having ribeye steaks or New York strips, baked potato, garlic vegetables, and the salad.
I should date that sandwich.
At A1L's here, we offer, the hunting, in the fall, but we also have our facility is set up for family reunions, wedding receptions, business meetings. We have a state-of-the-art audio-video system for presentations and things like that. The main lodge has a good-sized, great room with a fireplace, and that's where a lot of people hold their business meetings, things like that. Best parts about having a pheasant hunter outfitter service is we get to meet so many new people from all across the country. Our philosophy here at A1L's is we don't want anybody to ever pass through our doors and think it was just a number. We take the time to sit down with them, meet, visit with them, get to know what they do, their families, that type of thing. So we're establishing relationships with people and wanting them to feel like they're come back to South Dakota to see some good old boys back here, and just it gets to be after people come back after a couple years, it's like a family reunion. When they come back, they walk through the door. Heather's usually my wife is usually one of the first ones to greet them, and anymore for most of them, it's not a handshake. Say, thanks for being here. It's a walk in the door and give a big hug. I mean, one of the things that Brady and I wanted to do was be able to give something back to the community by putting our hunting business and everything close to Emery here. A lot of our hunters, patronize local businesses. The best way for people to find us and get a hold of us is go out to our website and check us out at a1owls.com and basically give Brady or myself a call, and we'll tailor a package for your hunt to your needs.
I consider it right, as long as I am in this earthly dwelling, to stir you by way of reminder. Pheasant hunting will always be a symbol of pride for South Dakota residents, no matter if you were born here, never left, or returning again. It was good for us to experience the reminder, even if it was just for